Hello everyone, this is Vikas here, your upline, your leader from Brunei, your friend from Brunei. And I'm in Brunei Darussalam, and I'm at the bus stop. Now I'm going to Miri, back to Malaysia. And I have some interesting facts about Brunei for all of you. This is one of the countries which is ruled by a king, and it's the fourth richest country in the world. And you'll be surprised to know the king makes $100 per second. Yes, you heard it right. He makes $100 per second. So what do we learn out of it? It means there is so much of wealth that somebody can make $100 in a second, and he's making continuously. It's not that he made it long back or he made it last year. He does that every second. He makes $100 per second. You'll be surprised to know that his brother spends $7.8 million. Yeah, $7.8 million. He spends that much money, not in a month, not in a week, but per day. He has a lavish life. He spends $7.8 million per day. Now you must be thinking, okay, then what about the citizen of the country? Oh my God, it's amazing. The people here are also rich. You'll be surprised to know that the education is free, hospitals are free. I went to a lot of museums yesterday, and in many countries I went through, in fact I'll say all the countries I went through, gone through, I had to pay some kind of entry fees in every museum I go. But in Brunei, the museums were absolutely free. There were no entry charges. You just walk in and go inside the museum. And most of the places here is free. You don't have to pay for anything. So the king is actually taking care of everything. So can you imagine? Now, not only that, I'll also tell you how much the king spends. There are so many facts you can find on YouTube. The king spends to 21,000 US dollars, that is 21,000 US dollars on his haircut. To trim his hair, he spends 21,000 US dollar, and he does that 2 to 3 times in a month. And the person who cuts his hair comes from US, so he pays for the flight, he pays for all his stay. And can you imagine 21,000 US dollar for the haircut? Now here's a learning for all of us. We think so small, especially when we start with business or want to do something in our life, and we are stuck in a job and thinking of 1 lakh or 2 lakh rupees a month. Can you imagine that somebody out here makes $100 in a second? 21,000 US dollars, that is not even an entire year income of so many people back there in India. He spends on his haircut. So there is wealth available. So my message to you for the day is, guys, let's think big. I'm not saying think like, you can if you want to, but our business is very powerful. We can do that. But imagine, how about making $100 a day? How about making $100 in half a day? Or how about making $100 in 5 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours? So if you are in the business part-time and you can think of making $100 in a week, that's a good amount if you do this business part-time initially. So guys, think big, do big, because there is so much of wealth available that you will be amazed to know that the wealth is lying down here. You just have to get it. You just have to work hard, build a pipeline so that you can generate such income. You know, might be $100 in a day, might be $100 in 12 hours, might be $100 in an hour, or might be $100 in a second. So that's up to you. So see you in the next video, guys. My message to you is, again, think big, because there is a lot of wealth available. You just have to create the pipeline. You just have to build the business, and once it is made, you can do that. If you are in a job, and if you're in a business which requires your presence all the time, and your business, your income depends on you, you can never make that big money. So remember, we can only make that big money by having a network of people working together. So see you in the next video. Bye bye, take care. I'll just show you the view around. So most importantly, I did not see a single bike on the road. They're all 4-wheelers. You can see. This is a main road, and this is the bus stop where I'm waiting for my bus to Malaysia. That's my backpack, and I'm all the way to Malaysia now. Back again. I'll be there for almost 5-6 days more, and then I'll be back to India. See you. Bye bye.